Hey y'all, I'm James Wright and welcome back to Wizards News. Today I want to talk to you about distinct spells. How can you get all 20 to get that gold coin? This is something that's been bothering a lot of people. Let's dive in and take a look at it. So you're playing the game and you come down here to the assignments and you click on that tab, and this then brings you into the achievements, and you can look at your awards, and at the very top there's a gold medal you're working on. You just need to cast 20 distinct spells, but right now you're only at 12. Why am I only at 12, and why can't I find those other 8 distinct spells? This really stinks. So let's actually take a look at this and figure out what all is going on here. Now, for the few of you who just want the basic information, let me just say you can't. There is no way to complete this task right now. There are only 12 spells currently available in the game. So I'm sorry, you're just going to have to wait and see that achievement sitting at the top and not being able to do anything about it. In the future we might, but for right now we can't. Now, this is the beginning of a longer story, and I really want to dive into this and take a look at some of the other spells. And there's also a hint in this as to where the game will be going in the future. So let's look at the 12 spells that you can currently cast. Now, the metric that this is actually measuring is the spells that are used to release foundables from confoundables. So there are only 12 spells that happen there. There are other spells that get used other places in the game, but in the foundables getting released from the confoundables, there are only 12. Those 12, which I've written down here so I don't forget them, are Augmente, Alohomora, Arresto Momentum, Bombarda, Defendo, Elbublio, Expecto Patronum, Finite, Flipindo, Incendio, Metrojinx, Recanto, and Ridiculous. So there are your 12. And these are the ones you should get to know because you use them all the time. But there are a few other spells in the game. Number one, Axio. When you summon things to you, you walk in the inn and you want to get your food and you say, Axio food, and it comes flying at you. And you gotta wonder what the innkeeper is thinking when some random wizard walks in and they summon food out and food goes flying across the room. But yeah, that's the way it works. Also, you have the Herbiferous spell that you can use in inns, and it's a very similar thing. You use that to help the plant grow and produce more so it can help out everyone in the community. And then on top of that, there are 6 distinct combat bolts, and these are the offensive spells that you use in your challenges in the fortresses. So you use these spells against the foes. Now, all 6 of these are equal in strength, and different ones are going to pop up at different times, and really we haven't found any difference between these 6. They're just 6 different spells you have to learn and trace in different ways. They're quick and easy, but they are still spells. So that being said, with the 12 basic, the 6 combat bolts, Axio, and the Herbiferous spell, that makes 20, so why can't we get this? The answer to it all is because that's not how the game was programmed. But basically, it's just the spells that are used for releasing foundables from confoundables. Now, all of that being said, if you go into the code and you look at possibilities in the future, there are actually other spells that are in the code that we don't see yet. The ones that we've found so far are Renervate. This is a charm to awaken people who are sleeping or knocked out. It's also the counter charm to the stunning spell. So that could be interesting. Then there's also Reparo. This is one that Hermione uses on Harry's glasses at the beginning. And this is used many other times throughout the books and movies. But this could be a fun way of figuring out a puzzle. Next, we have Revealio, and this is a charm to reveal what is hidden behind magic. So usually taking the cover off of something, or changing a person around so you actually see what is there, or seeing what is magically written on a page of paper. Next, the offensive spell of Stupefy. This I'm really looking forward to because, yeah, I'd like to be able to throw a Stupefy at someone. It is the stunning spell that stops or slows down a foe. A very good offensive spell to have. Next, we have Ventus, which is a jet of air that comes out the end of the wand. That could also be a offensive spell, but it could be some way of blowing air at something to move something through the air. That could be interesting. And then last, we found Legilimens. Ooh, okay, now this is a fun one because this is a way to read the mind of someone else and to practice legimancy. So this is going to be kind of fun. And in these spells, we're also seeing a little bit of PvP in that you have the stunning spell and the counter to it. And there's some possibilities here, and so this could be kind of fun. The other ways that these could be used is they could be special foundables that are only at events, or are very rare and hard to find, or only done after completing a certain amount of tasks. So you can only use this spell in those very specific categories. Or possibly a puzzle and problem solving, where you have to move things and push them around so you can actually blow air at them, or reveal them, or do other things along that line. There are a lot of possibilities in these spells, but this is only 6 more spells. We need 8 more to reach 20. So that being said, it's probably going to be a long time until you actually get that gold coin and hit all 20 of the possible spells, because they're not even in the game yet. Unfortunately, I think this is going to be another one of those red dots that are just annoying. You're never going to be able to finish this, at least not for a long time. Now, all that being said, they did say that they have a multi-year, decade-long story arc. So there are lots of things that can happen in the future, new things that will be added to the game, and new ways of changing things around that we just haven't gotten to yet. And so this is one of those really encouraging things to me, because there's a lot more written in the code that can happen in the future and can have some really interesting things done with it. And so we're just gonna have to wait and see and be ready for it. And all that being said, the game has only been out for a couple weeks now, so there's a lot more to go. So I'd love to hear your ideas and theories about what spells might be coming out in the future. How are they going to be using these spells, and what things are going to be happening? I'd love to read those. Let me know down below, and I would love to start some discussions here and play with this. Also, if you have any questions or ideas or concerns, let me know those down below as well. I do try and read through all the comments, and I try and respond to as many as possible, so I'm looking forward to reading yours. If you did like the video, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Those really help out the channel, and thank you for that. Also, if you'd like to follow me in other places, I'm on Twitter and Instagram, where I put up a lot more information regularly, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there as well. That's about it for today, and until next time, have a magical day. It is time to open another chocolate frog and let us see what is there within. Today, we get, with this one, another Salazar Slytherin. Ah, yes, I'm looking forward to giving this out to one of you. That's about it for now. Toodaloo!